Tonight, a stunning double murder trial is hitting a critical and controversial moment. Prosecutors say Brendon Banfield, a former IRS agent, carried out a cold, calculated plan to kill his own wife, Christine Banfield, and a man that he had never met, Joseph Ryan. And the state alleges that Christine was stabbed to death and Joseph was shot. And so Banfield could get Christine out of the way and start a new life with the family's au pair, Juliana Perez Magalhaes. That au pair has already pled guilty to manslaughter and turned state's evidence. She told jurors that Brendon created a fake sex profile in his wife's name, told Joseph Ryan to come to the house to help her live out a rape fantasy, basically luring him there, and then tried to pin Christine's murder on him after both were dead. Now, after days of dense, technical, blood-stained testimony, the defense has officially begun its case, arguing that prosecutors are failing to meet their burden. In fact, they petitioned the court, the judge, to just dismiss the case outright. That didn't work. The judge denied that request. The trial's moving along. Got to talk about it. Now, I am joined by somebody that I'm so happy to have on, a familiar face, a familiar name, NewsNation's own Ashleigh Banfield. No relation to Brendon Banfield, thank goodness. But and by the way,
you got that right.
What do I see? Is that an Indiana sweatshirt I see there? Now that's in recognition for my first breaking news I did on the first night, right? Or was it? Or you? I think you have a deeper connection to Indiana, right?
Well, let me tell you, I knew that you broke in on your show for the Indiana win.
Yeah.
And yes, my deeper connection is that my son not only goes to Indiana, but he was at the game in Miami, cheering
jealous.
and getting all the, confetti in his hair.
I'm jealous. Well, congratulations to him and you and the whole family.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Banfield here. Okay. Big theme was crying.
No relation.
So, yeah, no relation. So a big theme here was crying. It seemed like he was crying a lot in court, and particularly when there was a video of him being played where he was told that Christine was dead, and he was sobbing in the video. I'm curious your thoughts on that. You have a distraught husband. How much is that going to have an effect on a jury, you think?
Well, it's adorable, for starters. But we all know how this works, Jesse. There's other evidence to show he didn't give a big hoot about this dead wife because he moved in with the au pair. He had her move right into the master bedroom with her red lingerie and their pretty little couple's photos. So I think that, coupled with the crocodile tears, will probably, I think, zero out for these jurors. Jurors aren't dumb. They get everything, and they then go with their gut. And you cannot see an au pair within months moving in to the deathbed and with these photos all over the, bureau and the dresser, and not feel something's icky in all of this.
Yeah, look, this case is going to very much rely on the testimony of that au pair, right? The center of this, Juliana Perez Magalhaes, she testified against him. I am curious if you believe the jurors are going to testify with somebody who had a lot to gain. And a lot of this is built on her, right? So even when you look at Christine's Gmail account, which they're saying was linked to this fake sex profile, you had an investigator who basically said the digital evidence wouldn't lead me to believe it was anybody other than Christine, but it was the au pair who testified who said they manipulated the device. So it's all based on her testimony. You think she was reliable? Think she was credible?
Well, listen, women don't get as much of a fair shake when they get up on the stand, especially when it's the au pair moving in and, helping this cheating husband live out his filthy fantasies. However, she knew a lot. She knew too much. She knew way too much for somebody who might have been making it up. And I think the jurors will probably figure that out. That's not to say, Jesse, you and I have sat through enough trials to say, are you kidding me? Did these jurors not see the same evidence we saw? But there was a lot that this au pair knew about the account and about the conversations that can all pretty much be looked at digitally and forensically.
I will tell you, jurors sometimes are very hard to predict, even in cases where it looks definitive. But look, the defense is saying this is kind of like a tainted prosecution. One of the things they highlighted was that if this is a case that's very much built on digital evidence, the digital forensic expert testified today, transferred to another department because of his work on the Banfield case. That doesn't seem good.
No, it doesn't. And I will say that was something that was troubling, and I think the jurors will take that in and lock it up there and put it in with the rest of their good sense that hopefully they didn't check at the jury door. But just because a guy gets transferred doesn't just mean they just don't agree with him, right? And by the way, they might not have agreed with him because he was wrong.
It's a good point. When you're watching this trial, I think the judge even said that, like, all this forensic testimony is very dense. Is that going to be a problem?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Just ask the OJ jurors. There was 9 months of DNA testimony, and most of them didn't understand it. And I only say that because my former partner at Court TV, Jack Ford, interviewed all those jurors, and they just didn't seem to get it, even after all that testimony. So you can bore them to death, and it is a risk. And I think we also saw that in the Diddy trial. They had so much evidence that I think it just kind of ended up going over their heads. So yeah, I am a little worried sometimes about that. It's a show. A trial is a show. You have to be a really good litigator, not just a box checker.
You know where no one's bored? Listening to Drop Dead Serious with Ashleigh Banfield. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. It's great. I can't wait to have you back on. But seriously, I hope everybody can check it out. And congratulations again to you and the family. Amazing Indiana win. Good seeing you, Ashleigh.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's nice to see. Say hi to the team members. They're all amazing folks. They really are.
They all love you. They all love you. Good seeing you, Ashleigh. Thanks.
Your show is great, Jess.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.